Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet. Onga. Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Funny. Oh, yeah, but funny. Make you ring alarm. Oh, yeah, shake funny. Ha! Bukwele kaleba, sagasege, brekinibe, farukema, le kale, grikata, Somuto, Faruquere. Hey, on the blessings of love and the seat of the make with the shout hallelujah. Blessings of love and the second and shout hallelujah. The one who for us. And the young and rich and a mass.
Wow.
That was a workout.
Yes, it was.
I don't know how you do it. I still need to catch my breath. Wow. Welcome to another fabulous episode of Ongacious, your one-stop magazine show for the whole family. It promises to be another spicy and entertaining 60 minutes on the show today. I hope you're ready for it. Ongacious is brought to you by Onga, Mama's helping hand.
So much to look forward to on Ongacious Season 2 as it is loaded with information, education and entertainment. Isn't it, Umi? Ongacious is also back to take you round the country so you get to meet different people, their cuisines and their distinct cultures. What else do we have on the show?
Well, you said it all. All I can remind everybody is we have an Ongacious gym.
The show is packed with riveting segments ranging from fitness and health, lifestyle and family, a celebrity guest, a guest cook, great food, you name it, we have it on Ongacious.
And let's not forget to welcome our enthusiastic audience. Yes, Spice Band, we have not forgotten you. Welcome. Now moving on with the show, as you know, the exercise buff between your two presenters is of course our gym goddess Folake. So this week you went to the gym and did what?
We did, I think, some squats, side squats, oblique squats. Yeah, I think so.
This is something I want to watch before I pass any comments. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right.
Wow,
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode. What we just did here is standing oblique crunches. Another exercise that works on your obliques, the inner obliques, and then helps you get rid of the love handles and spare tire. How are you doing? We'll quickly go into another set, and this time we hope you join us and move at your pace. Don't forget to, keep your form and be safe. Ready? Second set. We'll do 15 this time around.
Right.
Are we good to go? Here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. How do you feel? How was it?
I also noticed that it works out the thighs as
Yes,
well. So I'm feeling
some pain.
burn, and stretch.
It does. But basically, it's designed for the side obliques. This extra unwanted fat.
Yes,
around
we all
your
have
tummy.
some.
Very
Want to
irritating.
get rid of.
So here again, simple exercises you can do in the comfort of your home. This is one of them. Standing oblique crunches. Give it a try. Move at your own pace. Do 10 reps if you can, and try to do them in sets of 3 or 2 or 1. Thank you. See you in the next episode.
Standing obliques. The name sounds wicked.
Yeah, it was a wicked exercise actually.
Some of your ladies there look like they were in pain.
Did you see me? I was like struggling. But it's good. I mean, it's one of those things that when you keep doing it, it gets easier over time. And it's mainly for the waist. You can see we're talking about the waist, and then a little bit of the thighs. There's a workout for also your bum muscles, your gluteus muscles.
There's a burn right here, isn't it?
Yeah, you feel the burn in your thighs, you feel the burn in your waist.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I've been wanting to ask since we started talking, what exactly are obliques?
They are muscles. You have some oblique muscles that are on the side of they cross across the muscles in the front. So they are a group of muscles that usually give you your waistline, basically. So toning them and trying to burn the fat around them is what the standing obliques does.
Which means standing obliques are not meant for people who look like Omi, because there are no muscles in this area.
But you can strengthen the muscles.
No, you don't understand. I'm trying to get out of coming with you to the
See,
gym.
what it does is when those muscles are stronger, you're less likely to have back pain. So the thing is, you can actually do the exercise to strengthen the muscles to help your back and to reduce the risk.
I'll think about it.
Yes, I know.
While I'm thinking of ways of getting out of our gym goddess dragging me to the gym, Ongacious will be right back.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, you are watching Ongacious. Right now, we're going to our health focus, and we're going to be speaking to an expert on a topic that is a little bit sensitive: mouth odor. It's something that people have once in a while, and it's quite difficult to tell people that, oh, you have mouth odor or your breath doesn't smell so good. But it's important for all of us to listen to the experts so that we can reduce our risk of developing this very embarrassing problem. So we have an expert in the house, and she's going to be talking to us about mouth odor. Hello, doctor. How are you doing today?
Hi, Ume. Hi, Folake. Nice seeing you once again.
So, what is mouth odor?
Mouth odor in medical terms is called halitosis, but in a simplified form, it simply means bad breath, smelly mouth, but we need to be careful because it's a sensitive topic.
And what are the causes of mouth odor?
There are several causes of mouth odor. We have from the oral region, we have from the stomach region, we have the atypical one. The one from the oral region is basically caused by not taking care of your mouth. When you have holes, when you notice holes and they keep getting bigger, food packs in them, and then your mouth starts to smell because bacteria thrives on them. When your gum is swollen by not brushing properly or the wrong brushing techniques.
Thank you. So how does one get rid of bad smells in the mouth?
As a dentist, we usually prescribe you brush in the morning after you've eaten, because in the normal oral flora of the mouth, every human being has bacteria in the mouth and we have saliva in the mouth. So when you take in food, the bacteria are seen things to thrive on, and you usually have food packing in one corner or the other. And when this happens, they release some enzymes that would actually cause a lot of issues in the mouth. So we'd advise you brush after you've eaten, and then in between food or eating anything, you squash with water. So when you still have your holes in your teeth, when you still have gum issues, even if you brush, it still doesn't solve the mouth odor, because your brushing techniques alone at home cannot solve mouth odor.
Okay, thank you. How can mouth odor be treated?
I would say it's you need to visit your dentist for you to get rid of bad smell. It's not by trying all sorts of traditional remedies. When you visit your dentist and it is ascertained that you have mouth odor, the source of the mouth odor is looked at. If it's a hole in the mouth, we either fill it or remove it. And first thing first, every patient would have to go through scaling and polish, which is basically the cleaning, which should be done every six months. After the cleaning is done, sometimes if you are an introvert that do not talk too much, usually when you are resting, when your mouth is resting for a while, the mouth is not producing so much saliva, so you tend to have dry mouth, and then the instant you're about to talk, you're bound to have your mouth smell, which is normal.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much for all the information. I'm sure we have a better idea about how best to prevent and treat mouth odor. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me once again.
Wow.
You know, I heard a lot of what the doctor said, and this is what gets me. You find a person who is disciplined when it comes to their oral hygiene. But they open their mouth to talk to you and there's an issue. I know I personally have had that. Well, my mouth is filled with cavities anyway. So
you need to see your dentist then.
When I summon the courage. I'm very unhealthy. I admit it.
I have a fear of dentists too, a little bit. But because of all the instruments. Sorry,
yes, they floss, they do everything, and then 5 minutes with the mouth closed, they open it and you just want to. What causes that though?
Like the doctor said, there are different things. Even if you have good oral hygiene and you have a cavity, because a lot of bacteria and food can get stuck in the cavity, like a hole in the mouth, and that can actually lead to mouth odor. So no matter how much you brush your teeth, if you have a cavity, you're likely to have mouth odor. And then also she mentioned that sometimes a systemic problem, like an internal problem, not necessarily in the mouth, but if there's some kind of internal illness that the person may have, from within, especially the stomach, that can lead to mouth odor. And I think people that sleep with their mouth open, people who sleep with their mouth open tend to have a tendency to have mouth odor.
Really? I thought that was a myth.
It's not a myth.
Wow. So basic oral hygiene, flossing, the brushing.
Brushing, especially the one that is difficult to achieve, is brushing in between meals or cleaning your mouth in between meals. Because most of the time you're not at home, and to clean your mouth. But she gave a very practical solution to that, and that is just gargling water in the mouth and spitting it out. That will try and get rid of some of the particles of food that may be stuck in between the teeth.
I think I have a question to ask you in a couple of minutes. Ongacious will be right back. All right.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga. Mama's Helping Hand.
Welcome back. If you are just tuning in, you are watching Ongacious, and we are at our family talk segment. Here to talk with us is Mr. or should I say engineer? Right. Femi Ogunode. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Thank you.
Today on Family Talk, we will be discussing the best way to relate with your in-laws. Well, you want to jump right in?
Starting off, let's first ask, who is an in-law?
An in-law is your spouse's relation.
Right.
In marriage, when you take the person in, comes in with the family, the custom, the health conditions, as in marry one, get 40 free, something like that.
Especially in this part of the world where we're very close to our family. So when you get married, you're actually marrying a family
rather than individual.
Yes. Okay. All right. And so how does one maintain a good relationship with their in-laws? Avoid any drama or stories that touch the heart.
Your words, your behavior, and your actions. They must show respect and they must show love.
That's good.
Words are very powerful. Imagine you meeting someone, and rather than saying, "This is my mother-in-law," you say, "This is our mother." It's a different thing. Words are very powerful.
Sometimes I use the term mother-in-law instead of in-law.
In-law, yeah.
Mother-in-law.
In love, yeah.
My mother.
You said something that just led up to my next question about the love and the respect. And I was wondering, in the event of you having a very disrespectful in-law, how do you handle that?
Never repay evil for evil. And the golden rule is do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Those things are standard. But we need to define the perspective properly. The in-law, male, female, immediate, external. But I say categorize the people and deal with them differently. For instance, there are some that they're older than you. Just be patient with them. Biology, nature will take care of them naturally,
Ouch.
Just be patient. There are some other ones that you must just ignore them. There's a proverb in Yoruba land we say that if you want to make a profit in the market, you don't listen to the noise. You focus on what you want. So be patient with them. Those ones are just draining you. They want to drain you. So you must ignore them, but don't be angry with them. Just manage them. So be patient, ignore some. Then there are some that you must confront. But remember, like we used to say in the days of Aluta, consultation must come before confrontation. So you must discuss with your spouse and then handle those ones appropriately. Like I said, don't marry a boy, marry a man. Men are known by their actions. Men are known by the decisions that they take. Your man should be able to protect you, stand with you. No leaving, no cleaving.
That's powerful.
So we live in a world that has grown so small that we have intermarriages left, right, and center. How do you begin to deal with in-laws who do not share the same cultural beliefs and credo as you?
Humans have certain common language, love, all over the world. Two words I will use, consciousness and competence. If there are certain things that you don't know them. So you are consciously incompetent of all those things. It's like a boy or a child that can't drive. The child does not know that I can't drive. But as you grow older to teens, some of them begin to drive. So there's a conscious incompetence that I don't know how to drive. So what do? You go and learn to drive. Then there's a conscious competence, I can drive. Even though then you drive with the two hands and you don't greet anybody. And as you practice that, there's what they call unconscious competence. You can drive without knowing the direction at which you know the road you pass because you've grown to know it.
It is not the strongest of breeds that survive, it's the one that can adapt. Like Gandhi said, he said, be the change that you want to see. You must let them know that you are willing to learn and that you're willing to make changes. You are willing to adapt. You are willing to bend just to make things happen. Thank you.
One last question before I take us to break. The troublesome mother-in-law. How do you deal?
Again, I don't like to generalize. Each case must always be handled on its own merits.
Right.
But I know when you show people uncommon love without expecting anything in return, when you do for people what their child cannot do for them, as in going the extra mile, being available, showing that you care, showing that you can help, showing that you can be trusted, showing that you can listen, there's bound to be a change somewhere.
For the first time during the family talk, I do not know how to take us to break. Ongacious will be right back.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you are watching Ongacious, Nigeria's premier family magazine show. And now it's time for us to meet our guest cook for the week. Her name is Aisha Ibrahim. Aisha, Sanuja Zwa. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Aisha is from Maiduguri.
Wow.
Am I correct?
All the way. Oh my goodness. That's a long distance. You're welcome, Aisha.
I've been wanting to ask, so what's the is it the local food eaten in Maiduguri?
Local food in Maiduguri is Burabisco.
Burabisco.
Yes.
Wow, that
and what
sounds
is that?
Interesting.
It is. I've had it before, and it's like, for lack of a better way it's like jollof couscous.
Yes.
So like a jollof rice with couscous.
Yes.
Interesting. That's cool. And of course, Aisha is here particularly to cook for our celebrity. So let us welcome our celebrity for the week.
Say Ongacious on this one, where be you there? When juice no get to mix my gin, where be you there? When girls no get to that's why disco, where be you there? When never no agree to shine the lights, where be you there? When man don't sleep, they walk all night. Hey, all of my guys don't make 'em. All of my guys, everybody, all my boys don't make 'em. She been a God, they bless 'em. She been a God, Baba God, now he just they bless 'em. All of my guys, they relate. All of my fellas, they relate. Everybody, they relate. So all of my guys, they run over, yeah. All of my people, they run over, yeah. Oluwani, you don't see Oluwani. Oluwani, Shebi you don't see Oluwani. Oluwani, Shebeturi Oluwani. Oh, Oluwani, Shebi you don't see Oluwani. Obi you there when there's no days to mix my gino.
You are so welcome to the show. It's Jasmine Tukur.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
And you're from Maiduguri, I believe.
I am.
Oh, wow. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
And you look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you. For those of us that don't know, the outfit you're wearing, of course, it's called a lafaya.
Lafaya.
Yes, could you add a little more about it for those who don't know what you're wearing?
Okay, so the outfit I'm wearing today is called the Lafaya, as Umi rightly said. It's our traditional wear. It's a Kanuri outfit. It's very similar. You can liken it to the Indian sari. And yeah, we usually wear it. I mean, the Kanuris wear it on a daily basis, really. But those of us who have been influenced by the West, we wear it traditionally for weddings, for celebratory, events and the like.
One cloth, all wrapped around.
It's one piece.
Wow.
So it's like a long wrapper. Yes.
Oh, that's so
It's a long wrapper.
So she's probably tying around her about 5 to 6 yards.
Wow, that's really nice.
You tie it and then you wrap it and veil it.
We welcome you again, Mrs. Jasmine Tukur.
Thank you very much.
Now, our Ongacious team took a trip round somewhere you come from, and we would like you to have a look at that screen, please.
Maiduguri, also known as Yewa, is the capital city of Borno State. It consists of 2 cities, Yewa to the west and Old Maiduguri to the east. Founded in 1907 by the British, it is the largest city in Borno with a rapidly growing population exceeding 1 million by 2007.
I would say the name started with Yewa before it changed to Maiduguri. And it was founded in 1907 as a British outpost. Understand then, and also founded by Abubakar Garbai. I think he's the father of your grandfather of the present show.
Maiduguri is largely populated by Muslims, including Kanuri, Shuwa, Bura, Margi, and Fulani ethnic groups.
Well, there are good people here in Maiduguri. They are farmers, they are traders, and most of them they are Muslim by religion.
And they are also very good in this Quranic education.
The Christian population mainly consists of southerners, such as Igbo, Ijaw, and Yoruba. The Maiduguri International Airport has made it a place of easy visit for interested individuals. With educationally inclined citizens, the city has a very good tertiary institution, which is the University of Maiduguri, with a well-equipped teaching hospital. Maiduguri is the principal trading hub for the northeastern Nigeria because it lies at the end of the railway line connecting Port Harcourt, Kafancha, Kuru, and Bauchi. The city's economy is driven by farming, trade, and a bit of manufacturing.
Here, their major occupation, or I can say, is farming. They are farmers.
The Durbar Festival is celebrated in Maiduguri with lots of aesthetics, colors, and funfair. The festival has evolved over the years and is now an integral part of the Eid al-Kabir and Eid al-Fitri celebrations.
The popular festival here is Durbar during Salah festivities. It's celebrated right from the Eid ground to the Sheikh's Palace.
As sport lovers, the El Kanemi Stadium arsenals all sports activities in Maiduguri. It is the home of the El Kanemi Warriors Football Club. Burabisco is a tasty meal loved by the Kanuris. It is prepared with millet.
The food peculiar is Burabisco. Millet is from millet. They like this, what do you call it? Miyan kuka and tuwon laushi.
With tourist attractions like the Yarimi Park, Alo Lake, and Zambiza Game Reserve, Maiduguri is definitely a lovely place to visit.
How did it feel seeing home?
I mean, it feels, they captured it quite well. Definitely sights and sounds of Maiduguri. So if you haven't been, that's what it looks like, but we do encourage you to visit.
It does look lovely, that's what I can say. And the Burabisco?
Yes.
Tell us about it. I know you'll be walking into the kitchen a little. Our celebrities, in case you are not aware, are going to be sweating it out in the kitchen right along with our celebrity cooks now.
And incidentally, she is an expert chef.
There you go.
And has, a signature brand.
Okay, so I'm here in the capacity of the creative director of Aerobics, and Aerobics Limited is basically an entity that promotes Northern Nigerian lifestyle. When I say Northern Nigerian lifestyle, I'm speaking of the Northern cultural food, the Northern cultural furniture, and the Northern cultural fashion.
And how long have you been running Arewa Pot for?
Arewa Pot's been running for close to 8 years. Close to 8 years. I mean, it was a brainchild from my early days in university. I've always been about promoting our rich heritage. And there was no other way than doing that than bringing what, I'm made of to the table and packaging it for others to share the beauty, the richness, the fullness.
Okay, so Arewa Pot is actually based in Lagos.
Yes.
You're bringing the Northern culture to Lagos.
Yes, it is. It's based in Lagos because I live in Lagos.
Okay. Right.
Now, if I lived anywhere else, it's a global brand, so it could be based anywhere. You understand? I mean, there's Arewa Pot. I would say there are branches across the nation, there are branches abroad. We can reach everywhere. So it's not limited to Lagos and it's not limited to Nigeria. We're trying to sell our brand. And so I saw a niche in the market that I wanted to tap into, and that's exactly what I did. And here we are today, Arewa Pot.
Wow, awesome.
So before we send you off into the kitchen, I know that you sell a lot of Northern food, and I have always wanted to ask what your best seller is. From the snack,
I would say dambanama. Does anyone know what dambanama is? I'm sure a lot of you do. It's really shredded meat, shredded spiced meat at that. So it could either be chicken or beef or lamb or whatever type of meat. I'm sure they have it in variations. I think people have tweaked it here and there.
I think that's right now one of the most popular, because when you go to the airport.
Yes, so you have kilishi,
yes, you have kilishi,
and you have dambanama. And I think these are very popular because people like to snack on meat, and the fact that it doesn't spoil easily. It's easy to keep. It's spicy, it's tasty, you can eat it at any time of the day, there's no limitation.
Yes.
You can easily package it, you can move around with it, and I guess that's why it's, children love it. So a lot of people use it for their snacks as well.
I like it with gari.
And people my kids make sandwiches with dambanama.
Really? Wow,
Yes, so they're different. I mean, that's not the traditional way to
to have it,
but all sorts.
Gari with groundnuts, gari with fish.
Yes.
I know someone who likes his gari with salt. But I've never heard of gari with either kilishi or dambanama.
That's me.
Okay, we're trying it.
Oh yes.
That's the second thing we're trying, right?
Wow.
Right.
We will be back in a few minutes, and when we return, Miss Jasmine Tukur will be in the kitchen.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back. If you are just tuning in, we are in the Ongacious kitchen with Arewa Pot CEO, Mrs. Jasmine Tukur. Today we're going to be cooking...
Burabisco with a side dish of Miyar Taushe, which is like a vegetable sauce.
All right, so could you give us the list of our ingredients here?
Okay. Well, we're going to be making it with chicken. So we have some chicken breasts here. You can use anything really, meat, any sort of meat of your preference. We have peppers, as you can see. We have an onion. We have bell peppers, and the main ingredient, the millet. This is also aka known as couscous. For the sauce, we have spinach. You can use different sorts of leaves. for whatever sauce you want to use, but today we'll be using spinach.
And for our seasoning?
And for our seasoning, because we choose to use chicken today, we'll be using the Onga chicken cube. And we'll be using some of the Onga Classic, which is a nice blend of all the flavors you would want to use in your cooking. I love my ginger and garlic, so I would definitely use the ginger, onion, and garlic combo, the Onga ginger and garlic combo.
All right, so what's the first step? You need hot water?
No. The first step is to boil the meat.
Okay.
So we take our meat, it's already been pre-washed to a certain extent here. You add some water. This is how I do it. I mean, everybody has their different ways of preparing or boiling or seasoning their meat. This is my way. So you have the chicken. You can cut it into small pieces, depending on how you want to prepare your own dish. So what I do is I boil it, since it's already in pieces. And you want to boil it with quite a large amount of water because you'll be using the stock of the water to cook the couscous.
Ah, okay.
So an unusually healthy amount of water will do so that it can cook. I cut my onion. So I cut straight into the chicken.
So you wanted the Onga chicken?
Yes, please, the Onga chicken. But what I do, I'm gonna have 2 of those.
Okay.
To start with, because I'm going to add it later on again.
So this is highly seasoned from what I can see.
It is. Because you're using the meat water, you season as much as you can now.
Okay.
So you don't really have to add much to the couscous once you pour it in.
Right.
That's how I do it.
Okay. Okay, so there's so many vegetables on our ingredient table right now.
Yes.
From all signs and indications, it's going to be a very rich and healthy meal. But I'd like to know, what are the nutritional benefits that one can derive from Burabisco?
It's a grain,
right?
So it's very good for digestion.
Okay.
It's not a heavy meal. And then you can also accompany it with a lot of vegetables, a lot of greens. So you're not using a lot of cholesterol, you're not using a lot of fat.
So basically what we're doing right now in the Ongacious kitchen is we're prepping our meal. We have put the chicken on the fire and we're chopping up a couple of greens. Falake, over to you.
Yeah, and I heard you talking to Ms. Jasmine about the nutritional benefits, and I saw so many vegetables on the table.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I guess it's a very nutritious and balanced meal that we're having today.
And maybe you could help us out, because right here we have 3 types of peppers and carrots, proteins, the spinach, and the couscous. And I was wondering about the carrots in particular.
Carrots are a very rich source of vitamin A.
Vitamin A?
Yes, which is good for the eyes. So we're having lots of carrots, that's great vitamin A.
Indeed.
Peppers too have a lot of vitamin A with beta-carotene and lycopene. These are very, very healthy, nutritious foods that we should try to put in our food as often as we can.
Indeed.
Yeah, and then she mentioned the fiber, which is true. It's rich in fiber. It will probably be easy to digest. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to tasting this Burabisco. I've never had it.
It's because you're not standing right here.
Right.
And I've always wanted to know, most people who indulge and who like the leafy part of soup or use the leafy bits of, plants to make their soups. So I'm wondering, how healthy can that be?
Well, it's not the same for everyone.
Right.
And of course, digestion is good. It's good to pass out as often as you eat. So it's not a bad thing, actually. Ideally, we should pass out waste from our system every day. And there are some foods that actually help with that, and we should try to eat more of them. Also, it helps in weight management, because if you have a high quantity of fiber in your food, you are less likely to add weight because a lot of it is going to be passed out anyway. It's not going to be digested by the body. So one of the best ways to lose weight or to manage your weight is to eat a diet rich in fiber.
Thank you so much for that. So we're back in the kitchen, and from what I can see, Mrs. Yasmin, what have you done so far?
So basically I've just sliced some of the peppers. I've sliced them long because that's what I want to use for the couscous in a bit, please.
So you just chopped up
some carrots as well.
Okay.
That's also for the Burabisco itself.
Okay.
Then on the other end, the geta end, the way in which I do it.
That's the groundnut paste.
The groundnut paste. You have the groundnut paste, which you put in last. So what you do is you put in some oil of your choice. It depends on how you want to make your sauce. I will be using vegetable oil, a little bit of vegetable oil. Then I put in all my little bits and bobs, such as pepper, onions as well. I make a paste, a seasoned paste. I use the Onga seasoning in that as well. And then I put in the greens, toss it around, and then I put the groundnut paste in last.
Everything you just said needs to be done in practicals. In a few minutes, Ongacious will be right back.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back. You are still watching Ongacious. We are in the Ongacious kitchen cooking Burabisco
and Miyar Taushe, actually.
So far, our protein, that's our chicken, is boiled, and we're going to use the water to cook the couscous.
So first of all, in order to make use of the stock while it's still boiling, I take a spoon of the stock. It's not quite cooked yet, but just to melt the groundnut that we've already ground. Take a little bit of it, so it melts and it's easy to use later on. We're going to grind some of the peppers and onions.
So we're going to blend that.
Yes, we are.
And that is going to form the base of our soup. And once we're done, what happens next?
Okay, so once we're done, what we can do now is mix this. This is the groundnut paste. We need to put oil here and start preparing for us. I'm going to use vegetable oil.
All right.
So
while you're doing that, I am going to find Folake somewhere in the audience. Hi, Folake.
I'm smelling the chicken already. It smells lovely.
Yes, it's almost done. We're about to take it off the heat.
Wow, I can't wait.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let you get on with it.
Can I ask who has been to Maiduguri before?
My name is Daniel, and I'm from Delta State. Actually, my stay in Maiduguri was just like 2-3 days. We went for a traditional engagement there.
That's nice.
Actually, I went by road. That time, I was serving in Taraba State.
Okay.
So I had to go to Yola. From Taraba to Yola is about 3 hours, 30 minutes on road. Then from Yola to Maiduguri was 13 hours on road.
Thank you.
In the same vein that we're using, it's groundnut soup. We're using groundnut oil, albasa, onions. We have some pepper in there as well, blended, poured in here, and we're bringing it to a boil, a fry. And then we also want to boil the water in preparation for the couscous. So we have the water there. That's the meat water, seasoned water. And we pour the couscous in there. The Burabisco.
So what we're going to do is we're going to let the couscous absorb the water.
Yes, it soaks up very fast. And you literally cook it just for a few minutes. I don't know what to liken it to, but it's like a gari of sorts. So once you put the hot water, it absorbs it almost immediately with whatever flavored water or meat water you decided to use. So this is the groundnut paste. And what I'm going to do, add my favorite Onga seasoning, the ginger, onion, garlic, a little bit of that, mother hen, just a little, that was a lot.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to add some of this ragu, the Onga stew ragu, just for a little taste and flavor. We're not cooking with tomatoes in this dish, so this does the trick. Mix that all in.
Oh,
give
wow.
it some color.
Can you smell that?
Yes, I can. It smells divine. The sauce is on its own. Now we're going to add, like I said, I prefer adding the vegetable because I like the vegetable to actually soften. I don't think we need all of this.
Okay, so while we're waiting for this to simmer, Falake, what's happening?
I found somebody else who had been to Maiduguri who was hiding. So he was telling me about his experience in Maiduguri and all that. So it's been really fun. We're just enjoying it, and it's almost like torture.
Smelling it from here.
Yes. I mean, being here now, I know how it feels.
I've always wanted to ask, what is healthier to eat? Do you cook them through until they're so soft that they're mushy, or is it healthier to just eat them crunchy?
Luckily, you can still have some of the nutrients in it even when it's cooked. So if a person prefers the crunchy carrots, that's fine. And if they like them soft and cooked, that's also fine. So.
Well, I'll leave you to your gist and take us to break. So what are you doing now?
Okay, so I've taken some of the filet out of the chicken and I'm slicing it into small pieces for our sauce. We'll add it to the soup.
Okay.
So you can slice it. You can use all sorts of types of meat and you can cut it any which way you want to.
So while you're cutting chicken, I've been wondering and wanting to ask, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Oh, wow. I'm old school.
Right.
I'm old school. So I like my classics. I like my classic R&B, but I also like my classical music.
I think I finally know you. I can see beyond your smiles. I think that I can show you that what we have is still worthwhile. Don't you know that love just like a thread that keeps on raveling but then ties us back together in the end. In your eyes, I can see my dreams' reflection. In your eyes, I found the answers to my questions. In your eyes, I can see the reasons why your love's alive. You and I, we're drifting simply back to shore. And I think I've finally learned to love you more.
So before you tell us what's happening in this pot, what did you think about our Spice Band's performance?
Thank you so much. I got carried away, and Umi actually reminded me that I was cooking. So thank you for that, Spice Band. A round of applause for them. Thank you. That was beautiful.
All right.
So now we're bringing you back to the couscous. The couscous is practically done. We've added the green peppers and the carrots, and we're going to bring that. I mean, that will soon come to. It's already 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and you just stir it in. A nice.
Oh, you should see this falake. It's all fluffy, and it's swelled twice its size.
So it's enough to feed half of us here.
Yay!
And then you bring that to, I mean, it's already cooked, but you don't want the vegetables to be too soft or too hard. So you leave it in there for a few more minutes, and we're more or less done.
You know what? I'm hungry. Let's set the table.
Let's.
Ongacious will be right back.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we are in the dining area and we're about to eat Burabisco and Miyar Taushe. What does it taste like?
It's nice.
What do you think?
It's nice. It's crunchy, spicy, delicious. I mean, I noticed the vegetables are still a little bit crunchy, which is nice. This is peanut sauce, right?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Wow. So, Mrs. Tukur, I was wondering, why do you prefer the vegetables still crunchy?
Well, I like the vegetables crunchy in the couscous, but if you've noticed, the vegetables in the miyar, in the soup, are not.
And this is because?
It's just a personal preference.
Oh.
It's not for any specific reason.
I see.
It's a preference.
I see.
It's really nice.
You know, at home we would just eat couscous with stew.
Yes.
But I think this is more balanced because we have loads of vegetables in this, alongside the protein, carbohydrate, the oil. So it's pretty much a very balanced meal.
Like I said earlier, there are different ways of making the couscous. You can do it in a jollof fashion, where you can mix everything together.
Right.
And then you can do it separately, just as you would rice.
Rice and a sauce or a stew. Okay. Nice.
So it's a similar concept.
I can also appreciate the chicken flavor in the couscous, and that's because I think you boiled it with a bit of the chicken broth. So it gives it an extra flavor. This is lovely. I could go on and on and on, but well done, Jasmine. It's been great. Lovely.
Thank you.
I'm sure you had a wonderful time in the kitchen.
We did.
Awesome.
It was quite an honor, and I'm glad you've enjoyed it.
I'm sure you all agree with us that it's been such an entertaining time on the show. And for everyone watching, you could try out this recipe at home, even if it's for the first time. You may not get it as great as Jasmine did, but it's something different to try out, a new recipe that you haven't tried before. And we'd like to say thank you to everyone who has made the show such an amazing, fun, and interesting time. So join us next week, same time, same station, for another episode of your favorite Ongacious.
And don't forget to check out our social media platforms. For Instagram, it is at Onga_Nigeria. For Facebook and Twitter, it is at Onga Nigeria. You can always win prizes there, take part in competitions, and so much more. Mukwana Lafia.
Mukwana Lafia.